Today we're back at it. We're going through this beauty collection and seeing what needs to be decluttered. And right now I need to know, does the Tati Beauty palette that I have had for over 5 years, I suppose, need to get decluttered? I don't use it a ton anymore, but is it still good? Do I want to keep it? Is this going to rediscover a love for me? Or is it just time to go? This palette was a total favorite for me for years. So I had never honestly come to the decision or thought of the day that this would happen, but it's been 5 years plus, maybe? I don't know, but here we are. Definitely aging. It's definitely drier. We're seeing less pigment, even in just these cooler, pale, easy breezy shades. That kind of makes me sad because you can't buy these anymore. The color story always worked really well for me, so I'm curious if I still feel the same. Since this was more of an assist palette for me for the past few years, if I thought of something, I would reach into it, but not a lot. Way more warm toned than I remember it being, but I was also in my warm girl era when I loved this. I mean, I think everybody was, because this was everybody's favorite palette because of the formula. But does it really matter if you can't buy it anymore and there's nothing new coming out? I know she talks about having a new one out, but let's be honest too, it's pretty out of date considering a lot of the glitter and shimmer is just not what makeup is doing these days. My ultimate favorite of this palette though was always the sequin row here. So like this row had a chokehold on me and there's such a dip into it. Look at this. So beautiful because it does still have those glittery flecks. Again, glitter is not nearly as popular as it was when Tati's palette came out, but this is so subtle. Kind of the trend that we're starting to see again of just, but like an all over wash, not like a full done up look, but like an all over wash of this. I could see this shade in particular being like everybody's one and done favorite right now. Couldn't you see that? I feel like parts of this could still be a thing. For the lulls, we really should go into the metallic row. I'm not going into the glitter row, y'all. I'm not. Oh. Okay, so this is the final result, and I like it. I like it a lot, but I'm just sitting here going, okay, even though I like it, am I going to reach for this palette? For me, there are a few variables with this particular palette that I struggle with. One, it is much older, and yes, shadows do eventually expire, and I've had it for so darn long. And I do notice a difference when I'm applying it versus when it was fresh and brand new. I do have these colors in other things as well. All those things though to say, I still really love my eye look today, and that could be something that makes me hold on to something, but am I gonna use it? Find out in the upcoming eyeshadow palette declutter part 2.